Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game and welcome back to Humankind. We're playing as the Spanish and we've just built the first couple of conquistadors, which we do want to send out towards the Aztecs to plunder them with their very nice El Dorado ability. That being said, the Aztecs have been putting up quite a bit of a resistance against us, and that's mostly due to the fact that they're using these unicorns, which do count as nomads. And that does mean that any time that they're killing some of our units, they can regain their own strength and, in effect, multiply. So that's a bit of a downside, and that has meant that even though we have been killing off some of these guys, they've basically replenished on any weakness that we've shown, and that's not great. So what I want to do here is take these Assyrian riders, which are basically ancient units at this point, and they're nice because they do have the pillage ability, they don't cost us a lot in upkeep, so that's nice, but I do think we need to go ahead here and get these guys going a little bit, become a little bit more modern, and that means we can immediately send them against these guys over here. We're going to go for an instant resolution here because I think we should be winning that pretty healthily. Yeah, we're actually gaining some money. So that's lovely, and that should give us some more points here. Right, let's end the turn and hope that that is going to process well. It is indeed, because I did have a little bit of a bug there with it where I couldn't advance that. It was basically stuck. Right, we are seeing some battles and some other things, so let's move everyone up. I sure you have just built the research thing, yeah. So that's great. I think it is time for you to build an artificial reservoir, because your food here is starting to look a little bit worse, so let's actually go ahead and build that quickly. I think that's going to be alright. Yeah, that should be okay. Right, let's check out, as usual, everyone and what they're doing. You guys could also be advanced, but I don't think that is something that we necessarily want to do right over here. And there is a bit of a trouble here because these guys are now declaring war against each other. And I'm kind of worried about who is that, Ghana? Yeah, about Ghana here. Because just the Mayans do seem to have a little bit of a superiority against them. Right, lots of enemy units up here. We need to be slightly careful about that. Some units over here. Okay, you guys have already set off, that's good. And then I'm guessing that we can use the Carracks to support our landings there. That should be okay. Right, anyone else then? Who's left? Okay, you guys are around Peacock over here. The Spearmen are kind of nice, the Chariot I don't think is that relevant. Let's continue our exploration up here a little bit. I think we are mostly fine. What are you guys doing? You are a cock, so you need to be careful on terrain that isn't ideal. Well, let's send you around here. Okay, quite a couple of independent people here embarked. You're young, so you haven't really founded your place yet. So that's alright, I suppose. You guys can check out what's going on down here. And let's take these guys here towards these new shores too. Oh, there is another independent people, which I do like to see because we might be trading some stuff with them. But before we do that, we need to find them, obviously. Right, so you guys are damaged, but you're not retreating, are you? Yeah, I think no one here is counting as retreating. The question is, do we attack them? If we were to attack them, that would generally be a good thing for us. Knossos does have 7 people. Yeah, I still think we're going to move you over there. That should be okay. And then I guess we can use these knights to try to flank in there. I would also like to advance towards Mycenae, but I mean, you guys, some of you guys are really wounded pretty badly. And I'm afraid that if I attack them now, they wouldn't really do much for us, would they? Can I move you guys out of the way a little bit? Yeah, I can. So, let's gather a little bit of our strength here. Oh, you can't get all of the way. That's unfortunate. You could have gone further, actually, if I hadn't withdrawn these guys. Well, that's going to be alright. You are going to heal up over here a little bit. That should be a-okay. And then, again, where do we go? Do we advance towards Mycenae, or do we try to support this advance? I think this army should be fine, especially now that we've got our conquistadors coming up a little bit for them. So I think what we should do instead is try to find out what's here in the north and potentially try to ravage that a little bit too. So this is all area that we would probably want to control at some point, so I don't want to burn this down. But what can we burn down here in the north, maybe? Now there is a bit of a structure down here, but I think one group should be enough to deal with that. Can't get there, unfortunately, but let's get on the river here. Just to be together and then have a little bit more of a coherent advance. I think that's a good idea. Right, you guys do disembark whenever you can, and then, yeah, as I thought, the battle is indeed up over here. So, at this point, it's the English that are attacking us here. I think... What do they have, actually? Just a swordsman, and then a couple of reinforcements, ooh, including some arquebusiers. And a lot of pikemen. So, we are going to retreat here. And hopefully... be able to support ourselves. Where are you guys going? Well, you're awfully far away. But let's follow up this group and make sure that we are staying together here a little bit. These guys are still... Ooh, they've got hoplites. Interesting. And longbowmen, actually. So they are becoming a little bit stronger than I would have anticipated. That's unfortunate. We'll need to double check and make sure that isn't going too badly for us. Right, that being said, we should briefly check on, so Ashur, you're doing the saltpeter mine there. Nopta, you're doing your farmer's quarter. And then, well, the religious district really isn't my highest priority. Can we get more influence here? Can we get a little bit more money? Well, money for trade routes is not the worst idea for you, actually. You've got 14 of those. Yeah, you're not really the best place that we've ever had. Yeah, no, let's go for the customs farm here. I think it's hopefully going to be alright. When are we going to get the next group here of conquistadors? It's going to take a little while. Yeah, you're costing us 600... You're costing us quite a bit. We could buy some, but I think we'll shy away from that. You also need to recover your population a little bit over time. I think we do have a group of people who are advancing over there and hopefully can merge up at some point. Yeah, you guys. Your job is to come into the territory of this city here. Yeah, but it is going to take a while. So Ashur, the saltpeter mine. Let's quickly buy that out. We do have some money here. Artificial reservoirs are going to be done soon. You're going to grow next turn anyway, so we don't need to be too concerned about that. And then the Maker's Quarter is probably going to be delayed by movable typeface, but that's alright. Good. Let's check on what's going on up here. So, in particular, I think I would like to go into this terrain here, because I don't want the English to attack me all of the time. And I'm going to get the same result here, am I not? No, that's fine. No, go away, go away, go away, go away! Right, that needs to be dealt with quickly, otherwise these guys would attack me. Which honestly is a slight bit annoying. Right, okay, let's check out what they've got at the city over here. And then these conquistadors, where are we going to send them? I think up here is going to probably... So attack from the east rather than the west is probably going to be the best idea. Does mean disembarkation is going to take another turn. Well, let's check it out first. So you guys are going to move up there. You guys can make your way down here. Oh, you would be crossing up there, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. Well, you guys can come into our territory. You guys would be struggling to get down there, so let's get you a little bit to the front, I guess. Yeah, you guys are taking... Everyone is taking a time there due to the rivers and stuff, so we can come here as well and then start to besiege them from here. We can't lay siege them now, can we? Well, interestingly enough, we could. Yeah, I don't think we want that now, but let's see in a moment. We have researched movable typeface. That is a good technology. Printing house and university are actually fantastic. I think patronage is going to be next. That does mean centralized power first. Not the most important, but then we can go into mercantilism and chartered territories. You know what? Actually, before chartered territories, it's actually going to be guilds. There we go. That should set up us nicely over there. Artistic expression. Influence on Maker's Quarter or Market Quarter. I would love that. We are chronically short on influence, so let's see what we can do to maybe get that. And we could actually pick the next culture. We need to see whether that is going to be a wise idea or not. So let me double check what we've got over here. So this group here could potentially be attacked by this pikeman. Interesting. You guys couldn't come down here, could you? No. Yeah, that river tile is a little bit unfortunate. You guys could be coming much, much closer towards the enemy there. But you know what? We can actually move you back a little bit and then heal up. That's going to be the wise idea there. And what are we going to do up here? Now, I would like to claim a lot of these territories down here. Especially this one with the die and that one. And actually also Ravenna. We might buy Ravenna, shouldn't be too bad, but yeah. Let's actually get rid of the... Can't you move out? Is it because we've got these guys here and there counting as sort of an... Yeah, I think that's what's happening. And you guys are Unique Horde. Okay, how about we grab 2 of our heavy cav here. You can't move out there, but that's going to be alright. You guys can potentially burn down this outpost, right? Let's make some money. Burn it down. That should be a-okay. Right, and then you guys are going to try to attack the Unique Horde. They're probably going to disengage. But that is going to give us a choice to follow up and gain some more war support and everything, and that should be cool. Right, you guys up here, let's try to disembark somewhere over here. Should be a-okay. And then you guys are going to check what's up with these independent people down here. Maybe we can find out something about them. Well, at least they do have some stuff. Haven't really found them though, for the moment. Well, this cock is doing stupid things. You know what? We don't want to send it down here, do we? How about Mikini? You guys have stuff there. So yeah, this is going to be slightly annoying, but let's send you there. Gonna wait for the turn. And then you two guys, you're actually fine over here. So how about we burn down some things? That is, after all, what we do. You're blocked here through the zone of control, but that's fine, because you guys can move in. What's this down here, actually? Oh, it's one of the sacrificial altars. Okay, that's fine, yeah. We're going to burn these down, obviously. We are the Spanish, after all. We do not want to enter the new era right away, so let's wait on that. Right, we've got a single conquistador here. I think we're going to want to have at least another group of 3. That's right. You have very little in terms of population now, but more or less otherwise you're fine. We can build some more stuff down here. 18 and 10. Is that more or less than we're getting through this? 33. And how about some farms? 34. But you don't have the... No, you do have most of the other things. So... yeah, nevertheless, let's do Founder Hamlet. I think it's useful to have all of these things, so that should be okay there. And one more Conquistador is also going to be fine. Right, you guys have made landfall over here. Nice. Let's check out what's going on here. Ooh, actually one of these things. We haven't seen those in a while. And frankly, they're starting to become a little bit less useful. Right, and you guys can wait up over here as well. And then we've got a fight over here. Interesting. Against who exactly? Well, we're going to retreat from that. I don't mind if an independent tribe would be settling here because of the pearls. That would actually not be too bad. So let's see. Right. No warfare there yet. Oh, we should check on Ashur basically, by the way. Yeah, you're building the Maker's Quarter. I think you definitively should go for the university and or the printing house. And I do think the printing house is slightly better, because that is going to give us around 80 signs, and this is going to give us 52 or so. So let's build this, and then that should both be okay. We're going to build the Maker's Quarter first, that's also okay. Yeah, and then let's check out all of our guys here who are doing some exploration and stuff. Yeah, and it very much looked like the Mayans are going to be dead now. So, yeah, that's going to be that. That does mean these guys have become a lot more threatening towards me, I think. Right, you guys. I would like you to found stuff down here. And then there's the question of Ravenna. Are we gonna allow them to exist like that? I don't think so. I think we do want to found another... well, we basically want to get hold of these territories there. Everyone up here seems to be fine. I would love to burn down this fortress. Let's get close to it at least. And can I get these guys close to that as well? Well, curiously enough, they are attacking us. What are they going to use to attack us? Around 6 of these guys. Well, well, well. We do now have this cavalry. I'm not sure we'd be only placing one of our units on this exact tile here, right? That is somewhat unfortunate. If we only have a single tile to defend ourselves in, we'd be boxed in pretty badly. And they could be shooting at us from down this thing. And I think we would be dying in the first turn here. So we're actually going to retreat. You guys are fine there. Can you at least merge up on them? Yeah, you can. That's okay. You guys do continue your looting. And then... probably want to attack them. So let's check out whether that is going to be possible. We don't have any reinforcements? How come we don't have any reinforcements? Well, can I get reinforcements then? So if we were to land over here, I think we'd be okay. That might have been a mistake. That might have been a horrible, horrible mistake. Okay. Now this is fine. Let's end the deployment here. We're going to start by pulling in these reinforcements. Okay, you guys are all up there. First guys, you're going to come around here. I think you can immediately attack them. There we go. Second group. You cannot make it all the way to the rear there. That's unfortunate. We've got these guys there. They are unfortunately out of the terrain there, but we can at least block them off from here. So that's going to be okay. You guys can come up all the way over here, so let's use you to do that. Hit these guys, even though it's uphill, we've got heavy cavalry and they don't. So I think that is generally going to work out. We can't attack them now, that's too bad. But I do think we can just... How about you guys? How about we attack them from there? That does not get rid of them, so let's actually start by attacking them from here. There we go. And then you guys can hopefully... Come on, you guys can hopefully make your way all the way over there. And that was the last of our units, so I didn't pull in any more reinforcements. So now it's their turn. They're going to attack us here in these areas. That's understandable, but not too bad, I think. We need to lure them out of these fortifications, basically. So that should be more or less all of them. No, but they're going to retreat. That's a very well-placed fortress, I have to say. That is pretty good. Right, let's grab these knights and... charge up the hill. That's enough to break them. Then you guys are going to try to flank them in the rear there. That is going to work out. Nice and easy. You're going to come and hit them there. That's good too. Let's make sure that we are getting this guy too. Well, I think you can just try to come over here. Maybe we can get some more vision on what's going on there. But you can't make any attacks here, so I'm just going to rest you. This guy's going to come under a lot of fire. But that's going to be more or less fine, because we can retreat you. And then this knight is... yeah, you can actually finish them off. Good. And let's check on whether there's further of them over here. Doesn't seem like that, so that's okay. Again, let's check out... I want to check out what they've got in terms of resources and all of the other things. So that's fine, and I think now these guys will hopefully have to come out of this little fortification there. But they're going to move back into that, aren't they? Oh, that is so annoying. Yeah, it's going to continue next turn, but they're also always going to come in and out of that. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Right, so, you guys... you can't even land anywhere here. That's interesting now, isn't it? How far can I bring you guys forward? Well, pretty much all the way over here. Can also bring you onto this river tile and then try to flank around here? Let's try that. Gonna bring further troops in, of course. Oh, you're slightly blocked here through these rivers. You guys are gonna be alright. Okay, so that means we can potentially move our way over there. And you guys are gonna try to come into the same general direction. Yeah, so that invasion force should really take off here. I don't want to start laying siege to them now, but I do want to stay around with the Carrack here. Scouts, you can just do your scout thing. Some ruins here, interesting. Not sure what has been ruined there, but something evidently has. Yeah, and these independent people here are starting to... we're starting to get some more information on them. Oh, there they are. You guys are peaceful, and send some money your way, because I think there is going to be stuff here that we want to buy from you. You guys are starting to become slightly annoying, but we can sail around you. Okay, we move you forward. Do we attack here? I think we do. Yeah, that does mean they're retreating, which I very much appreciate. Their war support is so low that we might actually want to start the siege. I'm not entirely sure what is going to happen here with the siege. Because these guys are... they don't have naval capacity. So I'm going to refrain from that for now. But that's going to be okay. Right, you guys, let's check out what's here. Just continue to explore. And you can likewise burn stuff down. Do it. End the turn. Population loss, that's fine. Ransack successful, that's cool. End of foreign war. Has that war ended because one of the parties has completely died? No, you are still around. Kind of just barely, though. That's interesting. Right, so we do want to capture their flag. Oh, they've got some more units over here. Yeah, they did get some reinforcements. So let's see what we can do. I think we can't attack them at all, so that's pretty much will have to be fine. You guys can withdraw. And you guys, well, how do we get them to leave their castle sort of for good? Gonna end the round here. They're gonna come in, they're gonna shoot at us there, that's fine. We'll be able to take them on. But yeah, they're gonna retreat now. That's the issue. What can we do to prevent that? I really don't know. We're probably going to lose this fight from a technical perspective, but you know what? If we're killing that many units, I think I'm going to be happy about that still. Right, let's get you on the ground here. Let's start laying siege to them. We're going to maintain that siege. You guys all around there, that's cool. And then you guys are going to come into here too. Oh, unless of course you can't. In which case, we're going to send you back. Reeling. Good. I like it. Right, you guys can come into Knossos. And your job is going to be to found some territory here. So we can claim that. That's going to cost us 450. That's fine-ish, I think. Don't want to overdo the allocation here, but I think on this river tile it's generally going to be fine. So yeah, let's do found our territory there. Idle City, Nata. You guys have built the customs farm and the obelisk? No, you haven't. You have not built the obelisk. That's fine. You are doing some science here, so maybe some of these things are going to be useful. You have a large surplus. Now let's go for the school. I think it's useful. And more research. More research, always better. Press freedom. Cost of enacting civic goes down by 20%. That is good. But we don't have the influence to enact these things in the first place. So that does mean any reduction in cost, while it would be super great to use, just doesn't really work for us that well. Okay, let's come on ground here and start to explore this continent a little bit more. Right, we've got one more reinforcement. You're going to be sent after the other guys. And you guys can try to get and land here. I'm very much thinking that this siege is not going to last throughout the war. But if it were, we could be burning down a lot of things. And if it doesn't, what is going to happen is we can use these forces against the English, who are going to be our next sort of obvious target. Going to be a redoubt here. Not too important. Some lad. I would love that lad, but yeah, can't do it. Right, who else? You guys, the warriors. I think if we were to send you over here, you'd be technically in the Kerma territory. No, you would not. Let's get you over there then. We might want to get rid of these Scythians down there. Oh, do we have one fast guy maybe? Yeah, the scout here. Can I borrow you for a second? No, I can't, but I will need to borrow you later on. Right, you guys have burnt down one of the cities here, or one of the things that they can use. They're going to retreat. Lovely. That's fine. There's no siege here. That's just a super large battle. Let's try to follow that ship and maybe sink it. If we can at all. I would love to do that. Yeah, just a single salvo here is going to finish them off. That's a victory, and that does mean that they're probably going to surrender now any moment. Right. Yeah, okay, so they have done their thing. Well, I think we need to withdraw you a little bit further so that these guys cannot go all the way back to their territory. If that is going to be any... No, they still can do that. Yeah, we're going to lose the battle from a technical perspective, I want to say. Because we didn't capture their territory or kill all of their units. Of course, they're just going to go to another place there. Fine, I suppose. But yeah, this is where our lack of infantry is hurting us pretty badly. Right, you guys, let's check them out. So we did send you some money, right? Can we trade with you from here? Yes, we can. We cannot trade over here. No. Okay, that's all okay. Let's check out who they are simply, and then you guys try to find out what's over here. More independent people. Let's send you back to Auto Explore. I think you're going to be doing some good things there. Right, more population loss. Close to victory in the war. I think they are going to surrender pretty much now. But yeah, all of our weakening of them has enabled these guys. And we are talking about a war resolution here. Is there anything that we want to do first? We could assault them over here. And I want to at least kind of try out our new units. And we do have some battering rams. You know what? Let's do the assault. I want to check out how this would turn out. Right, so you guys actually need to withdraw a little bit because we don't want to be anywhere here where you could be attacked. That's fine. Let's end the deployment here. We are, however, going to pick you guys. So move out. Get you going. Move across the walls and be ready. Okay. And then you guys can start shooting at them. And once they are over a place like that, you're basically going to finish them off. And you can actually fire across here too. So you're immediately going to be super useful here. We can also try to use our other guys. Like such. And at that point actually end the turn. So they're going to start to attack us now. But because we are so useful here. And this is really one of the nice things about... Can you shoot here? Why can't you shoot here? You can. You can cross. And you can not cross, unfortunately. Let's check out whether we can cross the walls from that place. Unless they're going to suicide. In which case we don't know. But that does mean we are going to get A, some money. And B, we now have control over this city too. And that does mean these guys need to give us a little bit more in terms of their war operations. So, the first one is give us Knossos and give us Zang, which apparently is the next place closer to that. Which other area do we want? So, we've got... Unfortunately, we can't see much of their resources anymore, can we? No, they would still be shown to us, there's just not that many of them. Sage is not as useful, unless... we can get that somehow under our control. We've got this area here of our Asterope, where there's some obsidian. Can we get both of these cities? That would not be a big dent on our city cap. Although Sipar, on the other hand, I mean just the incense and the coffee, not great. Some iron would be kind of nice. And just burning down this entire place would give us a lot of money. Research quarters, maker's quarter, astronomy house. Not sure what that gives. Farmers and food. I think it's not very well placed. Okay, so let's grab Knossos. Yeah, we're doing that. Let's grab Asterope. Shall we ask you to become a vassal? Don't think so. Not much about that we can do there. We've got 63 left, right? So we cannot ask for Sipar, but we could ask for Nuzakan, which does not have some iron. I think that's another territory. But it does have a certain quarter there, and strategically it might be nice. No, let's ask for Musulham. And I think this is going to be okay. Right, there we go. We're going to force them to surrender. Now, we do have the lovely new city of Knossos. Lovely, lovely indeed. Right, and let's get everyone to move up. Especially you guys do need to found this thing down here before we advance to the next era. And you are indeed founding that. That's great. Then you need to move down here and sort of go on for the next things. Right, Knossos, what have you got in terms of infrastructure? You've got decent infrastructure, including some walls, which we basically don't have anywhere else. So that's cool. I definitely would like some pottery workshops, yes, and thank you. Your quarters are slightly weird. We've got this territory up here that's also attached to you. We don't... None of this infrastructure here is super great. We do need to go for an expert policy, which is fine like that. You do have very few makers quarters. Or people who can work in that. Artisan workshop is fine because it does give you more workers. Let's go for the artisan workshop, and then I think we do want to look at some hamlets too. So, for example, up over there, yeah, that's a fine spot. Does give us access to a lot of things. Not likely that we're going to expand that either. Some territory down here which could be exploited, but really not that big a deal. So yeah, let's go up here. Well, alternatively, we could just... No, this is fine. We're actually going to buy the pottery workshop. We're actually also going to buy the artisan workshop. Because, again, that's going to allow us to... no farmers. No farmers allowed to use that. And, honestly, we're also going to use the hamlet. Because we do have the money. And, again, increasing the industry over here is so important. We've just doubled that by buying all of this stuff. We've got some horses that we could exploit. Yeah, sure. We're going to certainly do that. Horse ranch, that is super useful on every single tile that we have. Right, ooh, and some very good tiles down here too. Yeah, let's exploit that because that's going to give us control over the entire river here. And afterwards we can even build some artificial stuff like there. Right, there we go, that's fine. Are we going to accept an offer here to trade luxuries? No, well, we could for a moment... We could ask for more money. You know what? We're going to do that. Nope, they don't want that. So if you don't want to spend money, that's going to be alright. A blossoming of beliefs. We could get more faith, we could get more faith, or we could get more faith. We could get more faith and become more authoritarian, more towards world. I don't want that, or tradition. I think authority is fine. We're going to disevolve that. That's cool. And we've got another idol city here in Hattusha. You guys are doing fine all in all. You do generate quite a bit of science, so it might be a good thing to try to exploit that. I don't think you've got a lot of science quarters though, so this is mostly just you generating stuff from what you have. You're generating also quite a bit of food surplus, so we don't need to be too concerned about that. But I think probably your best choice here is the House of Scribes. Research quarters not so much. Into alchemy workshop, and then we actually want a couple of you guys here to also become conquistadors, because you've got you did build that up, and we are of course in the end of the day doing a military run here. You guys check that out. You guys check out the White Unknown here, and these conquistadors can just merge up on the existing conquistadors for our next target, which of course I have already told you. So, ooh, no, you'd be trespassing here. No, we can trespass, that's fine actually. Oh, you're counting as some sort of trespassing. Ah, fine. Right, the cock over here. There's not that much more for the cock to explore, so I feel like we could just try to send it down here. We're going to wait for the moment. You guys all did pretty well up here. We could try to attack them, but they've got too much infantry. So I kind of dislike the prospects of that. So, you know what, instead let's just try to explore a little bit what's going on here. We do need to get a bit of a better feeling about the power space of the English and these guys. Mercury is pretty nice. Okay, then you guys can, Kerma, you've got a lot of people, but you were bleeding people basically because we were sending them all to war. We could of course try to advance you guys to swordsmen and stuff, but you don't even have the experience, and honestly we're just gonna disband you. So that you guys can rejoin up on Kerma and sort of boost the population there that we've drained by sending them all off to the war. That's cool. Okay, yeah, we don't need to be too concerned about the signs there, but the swordsmen here are also going to be disbanded. That's fine. And only the scout, you're going to be left to grab this territory down here with the silk, more industry. Ebony is okay, but really not critical at this moment. So that is fine. You guys, this is our territory up here, right? Yeah, it is. Let's try to come there and maybe get rid of them. If we can attack them sort of isolated, I would still very much love to do that. Right, Knossos, you guys can come back and stay in Knossos itself. The Karak here has done its job. Let's try to find what's in this little hex over here. And then we're going to send you into the white unknown here too. Right, there we go. Another Karak. You guys can explore to the north. You guys did pretty much explore this, haven't you? Well, we can check out what's there, but also what's here. Right, you guys just stay here for a moment. No, you know what? Actually, you guys do need to come towards the English, because that is going to be a great target for us in the future. So let's see. What could possibly go wrong when a Spanish Armada sails towards the English? That being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like and comment and subscribe, of course. You all know that. So yeah, hope to see you around. Bye bye, guys.